Hello everyone, my name is Noah Raven and welcome to the Xander Zone. In today's episode, we'll be talking about the Fnaf movie. Specifically, my thoughts and review on it, as well as things I liked about it spoiler-wise. So yeah, if you haven't seen the Fnaf movie yet, go watch it and then come back to this video, as there will be spoilers here. Otherwise, if you enjoy this video, hit the like and subscribe button, as we have a goal of 300 subs by the end of this month. And if we don't hit it by the end of this month, by the end of next month. Also, share this video with your friends and family, as every bit helps. I also have donations set up. You guys don't have to donate, but every bit helps making content on the channel, as well as giving back to you guys. Now, one last thing. If you don't know, I've been gone the past 2 months, and I just recently released a very important update video that you can click on at the top right of the screen right now, or in the description. It updates you not only on my life, but how the channel is changing because of what happened. So even if you're a new or old viewer, make sure to check it out. Now, without further ado, let's get right into the video. Okay, so the story. I absolutely loved this story. I do have some nitpicks, but let's just start covering it. Since I'm assuming you've seen the Fnaf movie, I won't be explaining the whole plot of the movie, but everything flowed together really well in my opinion. I liked how it went from Mike looking for a job, getting fired because he lost his little brother to William when he was little, and saw a kid being taken by a man who was later just a kid's father, but he beat the kid's father. I mean, he literally put some Stone Cold Steve Austin stuff on this guy. He gets fired, and fast forward past the interview with William, and he's working at the Fnaf location. It gives a reason for him to be there, as well as a personal connection to the Fnaf location very early on, even if we don't know that connection right away. Now, what do I think about the story of the Fnaf location in this movie? Well, honestly, I loved everything, and I mean everything. I love how the animatronics acted, how they interacted with the world around them, as well as how Mike and Abby interacted with them too. However, I noticed a lot of people learning about why Mike is so interested in Nebraska, and honestly, I don't have an answer. I'm guessing we'll get more in the next movie. Now, there's one scene, the one with the animatronics with Abby, Mike, and Vanessa, and, well, they make a fort. Well, honestly, I think this is perfectly in character, and here's why. In FNAF 2, it said that the animatronics are fine with kids but stare at adults. What do the FNAF animatronics do in this movie? They act fine with the kids and are hostile towards adults.
Sure. But the characters have been acting very unusual, almost aggressive toward the staff. They interact with the kids just fine, but when they encounter an adult, they just stare.
So honestly, I love this detail. I want to save some things for my complaints section of this video. So yeah, honestly, my review of the story is for a FNAF fan, it's really good. But if you're not a FNAF fan, it may be very confusing to you at times. And honestly, before you ever watch this movie, I'd recommend, just getting into the lore just a little bit and then coming back to it, and you will be able to appreciate it so much more and be able to catch on to things so much easier. But yeah, that's the end of this section. So let's get right into the next section, which is... Where do I begin with this one? The Easter eggs were also amazing. First though, I want to start off with this guy, the dog. What is he doing here? When I first saw the movie, I thought this was Fetch, as it made the most sense to me since I thought our Sparky reference was in the restaurant, but nope, this is Sparky. I'm so confused as to why he's here, but I'm not complaining. This is such a cool Easter egg animatronic. However, this isn't the only Easter egg animatronic we see, as we also get to see Shadow Freddy. Now, this one I'm confused with in a bad way. If the movies are like the books, then this is an alternate universe that implies things for the in-game universe. So does this mean Shadow Freddy's an actual animatronic and not a shadow animatronic? I have no clue. I'll have to make some theory for a later video, but I thought it was cool to see him even if it was only for a short few moments. Now, I can't find the clip, but there's an idol named Tina by the FNAF movie crew. So, thought I'd throw that one in there. Now let's get into the big Easter egg, the marionette. This guy is mentioned almost everywhere in the movie. In the school, you see the puppet right on the board, the end credits with his music box, and him saying, "Come find me." We never actually see the puppet, but oh boy, am I excited for the next FNAF movie. Shame that I'll be 27 by the time it comes out, as it'll take another 10 years almost. Also, Balloon Boy, you creepy That's all I gotta say for that. Also, I'm not gonna consider him an Easter egg animatronic, but Torture Freddy is an actual animatronic. I thought it was really cool to see that he actually has like an animatronic and everything. Kind of hope we got to see more of that and like why it's there, but that's going into my complaint section. So yeah. That's kind of the Easter eggs. I like the Easter eggs. I like the references. I liked everything from the books, the games. I mean, everything was there. The arcade Easter egg, kind of like scene where, it's Foxy, looking around the arcade machines, kind of like how in the books, Charlie was behind the arcade machines and Foxy was looking for all that stuff. Really cool. Really, really, really cool. So, yeah, that's kind of my kind of 2 cents on the Easter eggs. They're really good. I loved all of them. Eleanor was there. Actually, I forgot to write this down in my script, so I'm going to go off script really quick. Eleanor was there at the very end of the movie, pretty much, when Chica tries to put Abby into, well, the Eleanor suit, which I thought was really cool. And I wonder if that's going to have any explanation later on as to why Eleanor's a full-blown animatronic. And Hopefully we get more. Hopefully we get to see Henry and things like that. But I'm expecting that all for the next movie and the third movie, because I've heard that they're doing 3 movies. I don't know if it's confirmed, but I'd love to see it. Otherwise, that's kind of everything for the Easter eggs. I want to go into my complaints, the things I have an issue with, and honestly, just what I've seen people kind of complain about. So, yeah, let's get right into that. Alright, so honestly, I don't have many complaints with the movie. It was very good overall, and most of these are nitpicks or things I expect to be explained in the next movie. So let's get into this. My first major complaint is the aunt. We never really get an explanation why she's so hated by Abby, except for the fact that she's mean and smells like cigarettes. Mike doesn't like her either, but let's go further into the aunt and just say, why does she want Abby so badly? I know Mike isn't the best option for Abby, but like, you're actively trying to get your nephew possibly arrested just to have your niece. Like, this seems counterintuitive, but that's just me. I want to know more about that, and honestly, I hope we do get more answers in the next movie. Secondly, I want to get into Vanessa. She really is just there to give a creepy backstory and a big twist at the end of the movie. She's never really explained or anything. Well, she is kind of explained with William being her father, which I really want an explanation of, but mostly everything with her felt kind of pushed in. Like, William being her father, her knowing more than the average guy, I get, but William being her father kind of felt off. Now, here's my last complaint, and this one to me isn't a nitpick. I really don't like the spring lock scene. It wasn't as brutal as I wanted, and yes, I know it's PG-13. I'm not going to get something like Saw, but it did feel like he was being unalived in the spring lock suit. I get why he wasn't screaming, as odds are his lungs weren't doing much work after he got spring locked, but what about the red stuff? I think there should have been a lot more, and plus, when he put the head on, I wish more would have happened with the spring locks in the head. I really didn't like the spring lock scene. The only thing I liked was when he said I always come back, and oh, as I'm thinking about this, how was this man, William Afton, able to punt kick Mike like a football player, take an almost point blank bullet, and not have the spring locks get activated? That bothered me so much in the movie, especially the gun. I'll let the absolute punt kicking slide, but the point blank bullet I just cannot let slide. That was a major issue in my opinion. But yeah, those are kind of all of my complaints. I mean, everything else in the movie that we don't know, I'm guessing we're just going to get later on. So I didn't want this to be all just, oh, I wish this is in the next, I wish this was in the next, we'll get explanations, obviously. We'll get more explanation on Garrett and things like that. So let's get into the, final thoughts, and then we'll get right into the outro. Overall, I'd give this movie a 7 to 8 out of 10. I think it was really good and worth the wait in my opinion. I don't think it was perfect, but I do think it was better than what a lot of people was expecting, including myself. The story was good, even though some moments were a little off. It flowed well for the most part and was just a fun movie to watch. If you haven't seen the movie, I strongly recommend watching it, as it is an amazing experience, especially if you or someone you know is a Fnaf fan. So, without further ado, let's just get right into the outro. Alright, that's everything for this video. Now, I just want to say thank you all for the amazing support from, before, during, and now even after my disappearance from YouTube. You all have been super understanding and have given me a reason to come back and continue my dream of providing content to you all. If you haven't seen that video, it's linked in the description below, and it'll outline what happened and how the channel is going to change. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, hit that like and subscribe button, as we are only 8 subscribers away from 300 subscribers. Also, make sure to send this video to friends and family, as every little bit helps. Make sure to comment down your theories or just how your day was to have a chance to be in one of my next videos. Otherwise, again, thank you all so much for the support. I have donations available if you'd like to donate, but only donate if you can. Always make sure you're okay first before donating to anyone. And then I hope you all enjoyed. Stay safe, have a great day, and peace out.